And that is it. Peter Parker trophy, yo. Awesome. Well, that will do it for the Amazing Spider-Man. Yeah, so it was a pretty good licensed game. It still had a few rough edges. The controls were kind of a little bit weird sometimes, but acting was good. It was good. And Nolan North, like always, is in it. The story was really cool. I really liked the story. I like the story in this game a lot better than the story in Spider-Man the movie, the Amazing Spider-Man movie. If they had made a movie like this, it would have been awesome, and I'm really hoping that the next Spider-Man movie is a little more action-packed. I mean, it had some action in the first one, but it was still an origin story. So I'm expecting they have the Rhino in the next one, Electro. So I'm excited to see what they can do with that kind of ability and stuff. So the controls were cool. There were some cool moves the Spider-Man did in this game. I did feel like a lot of it was just kind of on rails, like self-control, where it's like, okay, you can just watch. Spider-Man's gonna do all the cool stuff. You push your button, and then all this cool stuff happens, and it's like, well, I want to do stuff too. I don't want to just have to watch it. I want to actually like be a part of it. And I know there's a fine line. It's like, well, we can make you part of it, but all you're going to be doing is pushing like the triangle button. So I understand that aspect of it, where it's like, we know you don't want to just do like pure cutscenes, and that's true. So that's a little bit, you know, whatever. But swinging through the city, well, you know, swinging through the city was fun, but it still wasn't quite Spider-Man 2 fun. It was still kind of like flying, where it's like, he's above the tallest building, and we have webbing shooting into nowhere. It's like, well, I'm not flying. Spider-Man doesn't fly, he webs, he web shoots. So you can't have him floating in the air above all the buildings. You have to have him swinging between the buildings. And they kind of made up for that by saying, well, when you're in Central Park, you can't swing high. But even then, in Spider-Man 2, on the previous gen systems, they did that well, and I don't know why they weren't able to mimic it in this one. And maybe they wanted something different. They're like, oh, we don't just want to copy. But this is definitely one of the better Spider-Man games. I liked it better than Web of Shadow, just because it was Web of Shadow. Is that what it is? The 4 Spider-Men one. So it had some cool stuff. The combat did get a little repetitive. It's like, well, you're fighting monsters and robots. There you go. Mutants. Mutant, infected, whatever they're called. So, surprise, here's some infected, well, and security guards. So you got security guards, infected people, and robots. So you have to fight all those guys, and rinse and repeat. So the combat got a little repetitive. It was really cool when you lost your powers. That was different enough and cool, like fresh, where it's like, hey, it kind of something new and different. So I really liked that, and I liked the moves you could do. The webbing was used really well, and like I said before, I liked how it's not like, well, you're running out of webbing, so go find some. You have to refill your webbing. I liked how it's just like, look, you're Spider-Man. Who gives a crap about webbing? Just shoot. Just shoot everything you can, and use your webbing in awesome ways. And the what is it called? Crap, now I forgot. The move where you shoot forward and stick onto things, that worked really well. when you would shoot forward, grab onto a turret, beat the crap out of it, blow it up. The movement was good. Like, you really felt like you were Spider-Man zipping around and stuff. The camera sometimes got in the way. Sometimes it got a little bit like, where am I? What? There were a few times where I got confused, and then it's like you think you're going the right direction, and you're going the wrong direction. It's like, okay, well, whoops, go turn back around and go back. Graphically, you know, it's like any licensed game. The graphics aren't the best, but I will say, this game is a notch above a licensed game. I mean, obviously nothing's going to be like the Batman Arkham games. I mean, but compared to like Iron Man, well, okay, let's not even talk about that. Never existed. Compared to the regular licensed game, this is pretty good. So I recommend it if you're a Spider-Man fan. If you just want a fun, just, you know, an average beat 'em up based on Spider-Man, you will enjoy it.
I can feel my legs again. I'm turning into one of them. They think they saved the city. How can you regain your humanity when the beast infects your soul? I did the right thing. I had the answer. It's in me, digging my thoughts, my body. I will not live like that. I am in control. In control. I am not one of them. I will never be one of them.
What? Smythe can't die. Cool. City is saved from the cross-species virus. A few people are still contaminated, but our friendly neighborhood Spider-Man is here to save them. Well, that will do it, folks. I hope you've enjoyed The Amazing Spider-Man, and thanks for watching. We will see you later with another game, another Let's Play series. So thanks for watching, and tune in next time for another Let's Play video of another game. See ya.